It seems too good to be true to be almost scripted, but look at the timing of this. When the Raiders are 1-2 since the DUI of Henry Ruggs, because Henry Ruggs is the 12th overall pick, the Raiders would have their first win since the DUI incident right before Henry Ruggs is ordered back in court for missing an alcohol test while at home confinement. Now, what this Raider win would signify not only the beginning of the Raider dynasty, but that the Raiders have moved on from Henry Ruggs. That Vegas has moved on from Henry Ruggs for good. That's what this win symbolizes. And the people of Vegas won't be happy if this guy is cut a break. I mean, this guy is probably back in jail. The Raiders get their first win since the incident. The Raiders have moved on mentally from Henry Ruggs. It can be imagined that they may lose sympathy for Henry Ruggs if he cannot follow along with the simple instruction to answer a phone or text, to take an alcohol test. So there may be some lost sympathy on the Raider team right after this news that maybe he just hasn't learned from this incident. I don't know. But certainly they have moved on from Ruggs after their first victory since the incident. The Justice of the Peace is Susan Balcom. Notice how Susan Balcom has same gematria as Henry Ruggs. Notice how Henry Ruggs not only has gematria of Las Vegas Raiders, but a court case involving a Raiders player is being presided by Balcom. Now, Henry Ruggs' DUI blood alcohol content was 0.16. It so happens to be the case that the judge and DUI both have gematria 16. Now, missed test. Missed test has gematria of the judge, Susan Balcom, the quarterback of the Bengals this week, Joe Burrow, Henry's first name, Henry Ruggs, in DUI. Now the Raiders are 6-4 to move on from Henry Ruggs right after the missed alcohol test. Missed alcohol test is gematria 64. The Raider dynasty would begin in similar fashion like the 2001 Patriots, 5-4, 5-5, around the same ballpark. What is hidden from plain sight is the fact that Derek Carr is projected to be the top passer when every quarterback in the league has played the same amount of games. Because the Raiders had the bye. Carr played 9 games and whatnot. Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford, they played 10 games. Raider Dynasty. Kansas City Chiefs. Missed alcohol test. We know what is going to happen this week. But the masses are all over the Cincinnati Bengals for some reason. But this is big, big news that signifies a lot. I mean, this ain't a coincidence that Henry Ruggs was accused of driving up to 156 miles per hour. And Cincinnati Bengals actually much of 156, and the Vegas Raiders haven't won a game since then. Take a look at the victim, Tina Tintor. Tintor has the matchups in Cincinnati. The Raiders haven't won since then. It's the Bengals that are a Tiger team. Tigers is Demacia 33. Toyota's Demacia 96 and 24. It's Bengals over. Is it over for the Bengals or the Raiders? Are the Raiders over the Henry Ruggs incident? That's what you can interpret for the word over. The Raiders are over the incident with the win over the Bengals. They are ready to move on. A missed test. Missed as gematria of Bengals. And now it is jailed as gematria 14. This would be the Raiders' 14th win in Las Vegas. The Vegas Dynasty is going to win 6 Super Bowls. This would be their 6th win of the season. Bisaccia became coach. He was named coach 6 days before the first win against the Broncos. This would be their 14th win in Las Vegas, and the 14th win in Las Vegas would happen right before Henry Ruggs faces the prospect of returning to jail. It's Tiger. It's jail. That's gematria 32. The Raiders' record since John Gruden resigned would be 3-2 since then. The win over the Broncos, the win over the Eagles, the loss to the... Who did they lose to? The Chiefs, and they lose to the Giants, and so the Raiders would be 3-2 since John Gooden resigned. This matches up with Jail and Tiger. Tintor passed at 23 years of age. Bengals Jamachi 23. Las Vegas is Jamachi 23. The Raiders would be 1-2 since the Henry Ruggs incident. Joe Burrow is quarterback of the Bengals. Joe is Jamachi of 12. It is also Derek Carr that's going to hit 30,000 passing yards this week in a huge milestone win. Now, Joe Burrow has Jamachi of 127. Joe Burrow in his career would have 12 losses and 7 wins. Joe Burrow would be 3-8 on the road for his career. The Raiders are going to end a 38-year championship spell. Al Davis is here just saying, just win, baby. It don't matter with all these circumstances surrounding the team. Just win. And, of course, 38's Jamachi of Raiders. And, of course, the Bengals' record is horrid on the road against the Raiders. They only won 2 out of 17 or 18 games. That's how bad it is. And then against the AFC, Joe Burrow would be 5-9. It is 5-9. That is the gematria of Tiger. I've talked about Tina and Allen having gematria of 44 and 17. The Super Bowl is on the 44th day of the year. He's 2-3 against the NFC before face-off against Las Vegas. Interesting. Although they weren't really losing to NFC during this losing streak. Okay, where was the 5-8 or the 5-9 record sequence at? Okay, that's the road record. That's the record against the AFC. It's also the 14th game of Joe Burrow against the AFC. This would be the Raiders' 14th win in Las Vegas. Now, I think I missed something here. That not only is it Cincinnati, Toyota, and Tintor that is gematria of 96, but right after the win against the Bengals, it's Henry Ruggs that can return to jail. Return is gematria of 96. Return from injury or return to jail. Return is gematria of 96. So this is a symbolic incident that happened, which means that he's going to land back in jail right after the first win since the DUI incident, the Vegas Raiders, because Vegas has moved on from Henry Ruggs. This is what this signifies. Moving on from Henry Ruggs. Moved on is gematria 34. Missed test is gematria 34. This win is super symbolic in a very big way. So that'd be the 22nd day. So 20 days later, right after the DUI incident, he's back in jail. I haven't figured out the meaning of 20 yet. Toyota RAV4. Toyota RAV4 in gematria is, well, the Raiders going to be 4-2 in the Super Bowl, and Derek Carr's birthday of March 28th of 1991. This is 141-day numerology, so really, the Vegas Raider dynasty, the adversity that the Raiders are facing, Derek Carr having a big year. I mean, this is the legend of Derek Carr right here. That's why his birthday numerology is 141. Well, not that breaking down the numerology to single digits, but just adding up every number of his birthday. RAV4 has gematria Vegas too. Has gematria Super Bowl 18. So, interesting. This is going to be a very historic season as we speak. That Raider dynasty is born out of this. They move on from this incident. They face adversity every way along the journey, but everybody stays together. And Nate Peterman played for the Bills, don't forget, if we're talking about the scripting of the AFC Championship game. So, This is starting to add up a lot. I gotta go see what equals 20 in gematria, because this is all happening 20 days later. Now, the day sequence left in the year is also going to be interesting. November 21 and November 22. 40 days left until the end of the year, and then 39 on November the 22nd, and 39 is Gematria Bengals, or the Bengals, and Pythagorean. Back to Court has Gematria of the Bengals. 39 days left in the year. You can't make this up. This is interesting. I mean, this all syncs up with the Raiders moving on from Henry Ruggs. It really does.